Hey guys, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. I truly appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Today I'm going to show you a top-notch outside the waistband leather holster. The HF1 from Tucker Gunleather. You know, if you like me and you love web gear and you love kydex and all the cool stuff we have nowadays, but you still have an inkling for something that's sexy and made of leather, this is the one for you. If you check out the website, it's tuckergunleather.com, and I'll put it on the screen here, and I'll have a link in the description. There's a huge list of firearms that they make products for, whether it be the inside the waistband holster or their outside the waistband holster options. This gun wasn't on the list. This is a Smith & Wesson 6946. This was my first duty weapon that I had to purchase. But they had another gun just like it. So I gave them the challenge, and they accepted of making a holster for a gun that's about 23 years old. I still love this gun. It's a compact 9 from Smith & Wesson. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a piece of me because it's my first duty weapon. So I wanted something that could show it off. So I gave Rob and Tucker a challenge when they asked what gun I wanted it made for. And they knocked it out of the park. It fits like a glove. The retention is on at the point. You shake the gun, you have to actually pull it out. I've been wearing it for close to 2 or 3 weeks, so it is starting to break in pretty good. But this holster is gorgeous. This is dyed in black cherry, just like the belt that they made for me. There are a couple different options as far as the holsters. You can have black cherry, medium brown, dark brown, natural, and saddle tan. And the HF1 series of holsters starts out at $110. Now I know right away some people are going to say that's pretty pricey. However, you get what you pay for when it comes to holsters. If you buy a $45 inside the waistband holster, you're going to get a $45 inside the waistband holster. For an outside the waistband holster, if you pay 20 bucks, they're not going to slide around your belt. They're not going to have good retention. They're not custom made for your gun. You can have all kinds of issues, folks. Yeah, there are cheaper options out there that work and work good. But if you want something that's made for your gun, it's custom made to your specs, the way you want it done, this is second to none. Tucker Gunleather makes fantastic products. You've seen some on my channel. This here is stamped all around with the Fleur-De-Lis pattern. It's near and dear to my heart. I used to work in New Orleans, so they had no problem making it work for me. There are other options. You can get a concho. You can get your name, your last initial, or any initial. You can get an initial stamped here to identify you further, to customize it. But this has the white stitching. You also have the option of black stitching the threads. And like everything they make, this is top of the line leather. This is Herman oak leather. It's the best in the business. If you look them up, I'll put a link in here too. I was pretty amazed. It's one of the oldest, I think it's the oldest tannery and leather company in this country. And they're known for making the highest quality saddle leathers. And if you don't know, that's where Tucker learned his craft. He learned as a saddle maker before starting to do his own holsters and stuff. This is an amazing piece of work. I'll flip this so you can see that it's not just detailed on the outside. The stamps go all the way around. The stitching goes all the way through. You can see how thick this leather is. This is not going anywhere for a long, long time. Extremely high quality materials are used. The craftsmanship is second to none. You can see all the edges are smoothed. They're all burnished. They're all dyed and sealed. I mean, this is an excellent, excellent holster. And these are vegetable tanned, not just drum tanned also, which makes a big difference. So for this, like I said, there's a list of firearms that they make these for. They have, obviously you can make them if you are one of the few left-handed people in the world. They make them for left-handed people as well. They can make them for accessory rails, so if you have you know, a newer generation firearm that has rails on it, that's not a problem. Talk to Rob, give him a call. He will make sure that you know exactly what you're getting into. He'll let you know every single option on this particular holster, and he'll give you a good idea of what will work for what you have. They also have options for your front sight. Some people use a very tall front sight, some people don't. They can make the holster work for the extra tall sights as well, not just the standards. They also make them customized for your belt. So if you wear a 1.5 inch belt, you're in luck because they can make a holster for you. They make them for the 1.5s, 1.25s, and 1 3/4 inch. This is what this is here. Also, they just put up a pretty decent video on their website. I'll put a link to that video in my description too. Check it out. It shows the actual process they go through to make a holster, and it's pretty eye-opening how much actual effort goes into it. So like I said, you can get this for starts out at $110, and if you add options like the stamping, it adds not only cost to the product but time, because this is all handmade. Each one of these is stamped by hand, so that adds time. So be aware of that. You're ordering a custom-made piece. They don't have these just laying around, so it takes time to make it, and you're not the only one ordering from them, believe me. They also do have different stamp styles. I'll show a picture here while I talk. They have the cross cut, the diamond cut, the spiral cut, the swirl cut, and basket weave, in addition to this Fleur-De-Lis pattern. So you can see those here. And these are all done by hand. They're painstakingly difficult to do. They take time and effort, and you have to really pay attention, but they're absolutely gorgeous, especially when you see them in person. The border stamp, like I have here, the Fleur-De-Lis pattern, and they also have the Egyptian key pattern. You can see a picture of that here. Those things, again, are done by hand. They take time, so keep that in mind. You're not just ordering a holster that can be shipped the same day, guys. Now, if you want a full cowhide lining, that's another option that adds, and this sweat shield is another option. You don't have to have this. Some people just prefer the the low profile holsters. They can make anything you want to meet your standards. Like I said, they have the conchos you can put here. They have a star concho, a silver and gold star, or just a silver. The Texas concho with the gold state of Texas. They have a Texas concho with a silver state and a gold star. They have a whole bunch of different ones. You can check out their options, but they also have the Marine Corps one, fellas. My brothers and sisters out there in the military, they actually have the Marine Corps concho, so you can check that out too. The initial, like I said, they'll put a 1-inch initial in the center of the holster here. That's another option you can do. But keep in mind, you add all these options, it can make it a pretty pricey product, but this product is going to last you a very, very long time. You are buying a product that will evolve with you, that you can take to the range or whatever. It's going to start conversations, because these things are gorgeous. Everywhere I wear this so far, people want to know who makes it, where did I get it, and how can they get one. And you're going to have the same problem. I mean, it's not really a problem, but people are going to want to know where you got your stuff. So be prepared for some questions. The HF1 holds your firearm close and secure. You can see how narrow it really is. And the way it's designed, it holds the gun close to you just like a pancake holster. And it also stays open, so it's rigid here. You can re-holster one-handed, which is pretty key with a lot of people. That's one of the things they look for. The overflap here provides the front belt slot, as you can see. It also helps keep this holster close and tight to your body, which helps with your concealment, helps with your retention as well. It's canted. As you can see, it's about a 10 to 15 degree cant. I don't have my protractor on me, but it does have a slight cant to it. It's not just a straight draw. And this holster requires very, very little break-in. It is stiff leather, but the way that they make it, I mean, it's molded to the firearm. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like you might have heard me say a couple times in a few other videos, my career started right when everybody was transitioning from a leather gear to the nylon and Kydex type gear we have today. So my career started when leather was your option. So that's why I kind of have a draw and a calling to have still, excellent leather gear as an option. And if you order something like this, folks, I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. You're not going to find anything like this at the corner store. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, next to it, as you may have noticed, we have a complete matching double mag pouch. This is called their double angled magazine pouch. Again, it's handmade. You have the same options you have with all of their leather. It's made from the same exact Herman oak leather, top of the line stuff. Again, these will match the firearm list that they have, your magazines. It can be worn on your right or your left, and that's one thing Rob's going to ask you. It's not just a run-of-the-mill mag pouch. As you can see, they're canted. They're canted to the rear of the body, which I've never actually had one that does that, and I'll tell you why that's different. Okay, on the double mag pouch here, they have, like I said, it's kind of canted to the rear of the body, and that was specifically designed so that when you go down and access your magazine, your wrist is more or less straight, because as you come down and access it, your wrist is straight. On the typical straight draw mag holders, when you do access it, your wrist does have to come to an angle. And you know, when Rob first told me that, when I was originally talking to him about this rig, and you know, I kind of thought to myself, gee, it's odd, because everything I've ever had or everything I've ever trained with has been straight up and down, and it's extremely comfortable. The draw and the access on the magazine pouch is flawless, so it's actually a pretty decent design. As you can see, they have the 2 internal tensioning screws. They do provide you with the hex wrench. You can see they have the dual internal tension screws to help keep your mags in there at the desired tightness. You can get these for single stack magazines as well, and they also come in a single mag holder. The same colors are options for the mag pouch. They have black, black cherry like you see here, medium brown, dark brown, natural, and saddle tan. And if you could check out their website, they have really good pictures of products with those colors, and they're pretty beautiful. Again, the thread color is same as the holster. You have the option of white or black. I have the white here, obviously. And again, they'll match your belt loop, so make sure you know what size you're wearing: quarter, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, or 1 3/4. And Rob will make sure that he gets that info out of you. They have the same options as far as decorating the holster to your needs, whether it's the cross cut, the diamond cut, spiral cut, swirl cut, or the basket weave. They also have the 2 border stamps. They have the Fleur-De-Lis like you see here, or the Egyptian key, which Rob says is extremely popular right now. Okay, these double angled mag pouches start out at $66. And if you add some of the ornate details, the price does go up. And again, this is a custom handmade product, so it does take time to do that, don't forget. So if you're like me and you have expensive firearms and you want your gear to protect that stuff, you know, you really get what you pay for when it comes to leather gear, web gear, kydex, you know, whatever it is, you get what you pay for in this field. You can get cheap stuff, and we all know the brands out there that are questionable, but I will guarantee you that Tucker Gunleather is far from questionable. This holster is extremely comfortable, the HF1. You know, for when you do need to wear an outside the waistband holster, this is an extremely fantastic option. It's getting colder here now in Massachusetts. It's October, fall's upon us. It's almost time to turn the heat on. But now I can start wearing outside the waistband and wear some larger firearms that I usually like to carry. But this helps. You know, it keeps everything close and tight to the body. It's extremely high quality. It's going to be there when you need it. It's not going to let you down. So please check them out. Tucker Gunleather. The link again is in the description. Talk to Rob. He'll get you set up without any issues. Thanks for watching, guys. I truly appreciate it. Remember, adding 2 pounds can save your life. Take care.